Everybody, all right, welcome back, and it's time for Gear Pack. And we do here our Gear Pack, and this is probably one of the heavier gear packs we've gotten in. So, let's see here. What was last month? It was 115. So here we got Gear Pack 116. Let's see what we got this month. All right. Last month was Readiness, which is kind of a half-ass theme, but they did a pretty good job with it. I was actually somewhat impressed. Now, let's see what we got this month. 116 Ignition. These always pretty good. The fire ones are always pretty good, and these ones, well, we'll see. All right, let's see here. Getting a lot of duplication, but I mean, that's okay. It happens. So for starters, we have another Yuko 3-piece kit. This one actually has a case to go with it. So this MSRP is for $13.99. Oh, I always forget that. There's 4 levels to Gear Pack. Your basic, which costs $24.99, and your basic plus is $44.99. Your advanced is $89.99, and your ultimate is $129.99. So we have the advanced because the ultimate is just a knife, and they're usually not that good. Let's hear. This month's Gear Pack focuses on practical fire starting capability and outdoor utility, from reliable ignition tools to compact cooking essentials built for real-world use. Whether you're at camp, on the trail, or preparing for unexpected situations, these tools help you create heat, cook food, and stay ready when it matters most. I like what they're doing. Like with this whole, it's not just the name. It's actually kind of what they're talking about. So, but anyway, so yeah, so we got a Yuko 3-piece set, which I mean, and then it has a bag here that has one of these like metal, so once you put it in, it stays shut. That's kind of cool. They're not floating around anywhere. Again, we've gotten a lot of these Yuko utensils, but I need like 5 sets anyway, so 5 or more, so I'm not going to complain about that. Alright, next up we have a Yuko fire starting kit, which is another one of these. So if I'm not mistaken, this is kind of cool because I did need this for something. I forgot what I need it for. So there should be in here, you've got 3 fire starters, 12 hurricane matches, and 3 sweet fire tabs, 12 hurricane matches, and a waterproof case with replacement strikers. So again, pretty cool stuff there. Everything you need. Oh, I know what I needed it for. That's right. All right, we're gonna set that over there. I know what I need it for. So that's actually something handy and something that I'm doing coming up in the next couple months. So that's cool stuff. They say that MSRP's for $9.99. Okay, and now we actually have, this is pretty cool too, we have an additional pack of Yuko Sweet Fire Starter. It's a 24 pack. The fire certificate MSRP is for $9.99. This MSRP is for $6.99, and we have 24 more of the Yuko Sweet Fire Starters. So that's pretty cool because those things are extremely useful. We'll have to give that we'll give these a try here because now we have a lot of them to work with. Want to see what they're capable of, how long they burn, and everything else. And then the bonus is another Gear Pack sticker. I think we already got that one anyway, so but it's whatever. All right, so and that would run you $24.99. So you got your utensils, you got a fire kit, and you have stuff to make start additional fire. So that's pretty cool. And fire starting stuff, I'm never upset to get stuff to start fire. It is it's a basic necessity. After shelter, you need fire. Stay warm, boil water, and cook foods. So, as well as protection and light. So it's so extremely useful. So the MSRP total comes to $30.97. Now the MSRP will change from month to month, but your basic costs are going to be the same. And you kind of break even on this one. The basic level, you not really, when you add in like shipping everything, you pretty much break even. All right, so next up we do have the combat ready satin neck knife, and this MSRP is for $24.99. And again, with the basic plus, you get a tool of some type. Usually it's a knife, but we have gotten other things. We got a pretty cool knife sharpener. With the knife box, we actually got a knife sharpener, which was really cool. All right, so this actually feels pretty heavy duty. Again, I'm not a huge fan of neck knives, but if I find the right one, then I'll probably use it. This has a pretty good blade to it. CBR, that's just the code. Doesn't tell us anything at all about it, steel or anything, but it does say made in China, so it's probably some mystery. It's probably 420, but it has a good retention system. Again, kind of big for a neck knife, but I mean, I guess if you're out there working, throw that puppy on there, and there you go. Combat ready. It does have a nice blade though. Good retention. It does have look. You could put paracord around this. You've got your holes in your slits here. You could affix that to. More than likely, what I would do is affix this to like a backpack strap. And then you have a knife ready to go right there. But pretty cool though. Not bad. It's got a pretty good blade to it. Better than some of the knives we get from them. So I'm not gonna put my nose up to that one. It's actually kind of a nice little knife. Okay, we got 2 more items here. Okay, next up, so the advanced box, $89.99. I paid like $86 because I've been with them. I've been loyal customers. So, and you're gonna get one of these, and you also have a discount code if you buy more of what you got here. But these kind of things here, I'm always kind of skeptical, and this is why it is so heavy. That's the last item. But we do have a pull start grill, and I'm always really hesitant with these things. No matches, no lighters, ready in 5 minutes, 3 hours grill time. But you have like, normally speaking, you just have like one cook with this. Yeah, single use, please. So, it looks just like cheap aluminum and eco-friendly natural charcoal removed for safety tab. 1 solid brick of charcoal with 2-stage airflow, pull start technology. So pretty much you pull the string and it lights, and you got 3 hours of cook time. And I'm gonna be honest, for like, if you're having like a cookout or something, these might be perfectly fine. But in like a survival tactical type situation, this is too heavy to be carrying around for one-time use. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. This is cool and all, but I don't like it in this box. it makes sense, but I'm not really a fan of the pull start grill. Now, if it was just like the pull, now if this was a box of like just the pull start, like this right here, right? We have pull start fire. Pull start fire and Gear Pack have teamed up to give you 15% off your first order of their viral pull string fire starters. Now, if this was like, it's good until July 1st. Now, if this was like a box of pull start fire starters, then that would be different, because that's kind of, you pull a string and it starts. But it's just like a one-time use grill, and I'm not really too impressed with that. So, but it's not every item is going to be good. Okay. Now here, and then the last one we have, and it's $24.99 for one-time use. So I don't really like one-time use things too much anyway. But and last up, we do have the Swiss Advanced Doro Grill Tool, which is this right here. Sustainable equipment. Beer okay. We develop remarkable products for the needs of outdoor enthusiasts and design aesthetics. Each item has a timeless form, is lightweight and hand finished. We exclusively use premium recyclable materials for a lifetime of use, durable Swiss quality, and unparalleled functionality. Grill fork. So, oh, okay. That's actually kind of cool. This stainless steel grill fork is your perfect companion at the campfire and definitely an eye catcher. Simply attach the barbecue tool to a branch. The fork stays in place through its tension force. You can spike or pinch vegetables or sausages, turn the fork over and fire to get the best results. So, look at that picture right there. So basically, you put a stick through here. You put the stick in here, and then you put it in here, right? So you've got like that. And then you have a fork here that you can like put, a hot dog, a bird, you could put something on the end of the fork here, and then you can cook with it. You know what? I'm not sure how sturdy this is, but I'm willing to give it a try. That's kind of, you know what? I'll make an appropriate stick for this. It is kind of pokey, so I'm not so sure about that. Putting it in a pack, but you could put it in like, if you put this in like a kit or something, then it is really lightweight. Takes up almost no room, and you can cook stuff over the fire. Made in Switzerland. Interesting. Swiss Advanced Doro X2 Grill Fork. We'll have to try that out. I guess what I'll do is, because I'm not packing this anywhere, so we'll give this a try. We'll grill something on this, and we'll see how well this works. And then, and again, I'm not going to say this would be good for taking with you, but as far as like a bug-in type situation, you could like stack a bunch of these, and then you could have like one-time use cooking, and maybe have like 3 of them, and then you have like a 72-hour type kit. Again, I don't like that in this box. It's a cool item. I like the item, but I don't like it in the context of Gear Pack, if that makes sense. Like if I got that in Barrel and Blade, I would be upset, because it's like, it's it fits with the theme. Don't get me wrong, but I just think it's kind of a, and I mean, you consider it's like it's tied for the knife with the most expensive item in here, and it's kind of, there were better things that, even if they gave me like another grill, like the foldable grill that we got the one time. Even if they gave us like a foldable grill to go over a fire, I think that would be a better item than a one-time grill. Because now you have like the grill, you have your fire starters, you have your fork to cook food, you have your utensils to eat the food, you even have a knife to hunt the food. So, and then you have a one-time use grill. I don't like this. Not in the context of the box. I don't know. And if we would have gotten the Ultimate for $129, we would have gotten a and the MSRP for all of this put together is $97.90. So I pay $86. So I save like $11. And I would never buy this, but it's not a bad box. That would be better if you just put in like a flat grill. If you put in like a grill that you can fold up and put into your pack, then I think that this box would be a really good box. As it is, it's an okay box. That's just my opinion. If we would have gotten the Ultimate, we would have gotten a $47 Camelus Task Assisted Open Liner Lock. And again, I don't see the need to pay almost $100. After shipping, it's going to be almost $140. So, pay $40 more to get a $50 knife. I just, that's why we just get with the advanced. We almost always get a knife anyway, and the knives are really not that much different from the, I've seen them, and a lot of times they're not that much different. A knife's a knife. This is a pretty decent knife. It's kind of a slippery handle, but I mean, for a small neck knife, you don't have to put much force on it to get it to cut. So it's not super sharp, but it is sharp. So, and I mean, it is small. It's a little bit bigger than I think the neck knife we got from Creek Stewart from Pocket Box. And the handle, I mean, as you can see, I can put my whole hand around it. There is a tiny bit of gipping right here. So you can. It's not bad. $25. I think it's not too bad for that knife, but that's it. That is it for Ignition. Again, these are really cool. This is really cool. I needed this. You will see. That's going to be put to use. Something really cool. This actually is. I mean, these things. I have several of these. I've got the regular kits. I've got the Sporks, but Yuko makes good items, and I got a lot of people that I got to prepare for. So I'm not upset about that. So, and then of course we got the cool sticker. There. That is it for box 116 Ignition. But all in all, I would say that when you consider past years of Gear Pack, they are definitely doing a lot better with their boxes. And I mean, whenever they do an actual theme, they always seem to have better boxes anyway. But that is it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. Come back next month, and until next time, keep prepping.